Hi, I'm John Ralston, host of Ralston Live. We are glad you could join us here. Today we have Bridget Leary from the Giving Tree. She's been on the show. She's been on my radio program before. And Bridget, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be with you again.
Now, you started the Giving Tree when?
11 years ago.
And yeah, that's about when I started my business, and I sold it just recently. So we kind of grew our organizations at the same time.
Yes.
Explain to folks what the Giving Tree does. I'm always amazed with the imagination of people and putting together efforts that other people didn't think of.
Right. So what we do is we organize events and hands-on projects to teach children to give back to others. So it's all about community service and giving. And we want the kids to learn to think of people in need and to understand what they're doing, why they're doing it, and where these things are going to go after they've put projects together. So we make various types of food bags to teach kids about hunger and all the issues that go with that at different stages of life. So they make things for people who are, seniors in nursing homes and people that are visiting food pantries. And then we address topics with them of children that might be at school and might be hungry and relying on those meal programs from the government to get their food at school. And then we also do boxes for children in hospitals, which is our special project called a Peace and Smiles box. And we use empty cereal boxes that we fill with gifts for kids. And we do school supply bags for kids in underprivileged schools. We do gifts and cards for seniors. We make sock and snack rolls for the homeless community. So we have a variety of projects. We probably have almost 30 projects at this point, and benefiting all different aspects of society.
Now, what are the reactions of some of the kids? That must be the amazing part, seeing the reactions, something they didn't think of, right? Poverty.
And kids have a lot of compassion in there, and they have a lot of thinking that they do. And when they're making a project, sometimes they're sharing their thoughts with you. Well, why doesn't this person have something to eat? And well, maybe we can do this, and that would help that person get food. And it's really cute to see them try to think through the problems. But the most important thing is that they're happy to do it, and they're getting those feelings that we all know are in us when we give to someone. We're seeing those feelings come right out in them, and they're learning from doing that. They're realizing that it feels really good to help, and look at what I'm doing. This person is going to have a meal because of me. And that's something that we're really emphasizing is, you don't have to help 1 million people. Even if you help one person, that's a big accomplishment.
Boy, I wish you were around about 30 years ago. People's attitudes today might be different.
Right. Well, that's our hope. These kids are going to be the community leaders of tomorrow. So they should grow up and realize that there's a lot out there to think about and a lot of people to think about. And regardless of any other ideas behind it, that person needs our compassion and needs to be noticed.
Of all the interviews I've done over the past month or so, we're always coming back to the COVID topic. How have things changed since COVID for the Giving Tree?
So we've had to reinvent ourselves a little bit. We have had to think of some new ideas. So typically, we have gone into lots of different school environments where we work with the students and set up days of giving and bring the products so the kids can make things, and also bring the curriculum behind it. We're there with our team of volunteers to teach those kids, to bring them into discussions. We set the kids up and we have a discussion about homelessness in the Philadelphia area and talk about it and ask them what they think. Do they realize there's homeless people out there, and how do we work with that? So we've had to kind of reinvent ourselves because we're not going into the schools. So we've been trying to work with the teachers that are in school right now at some of the private schools and say, hey, can we send some projects into you? Can we possibly Zoom in with the kids and talk to them? Maybe the kids can put things together and we're just virtual with them. Or the teachers can have a club and put the projects together, get them back to us when they're finished. So we're also talking to Girl Scout leaders and different groups that might have virtual get-togethers, because having a virtual service project night with your friends is always possible. Do some card making together. But one of our really big changes is we started to create take-home service kits. So it happened after our March event got canceled, and we had all the product ready to go to the event, and we were canceled. So we decided to put it all together into bags and bag it up as all separate little projects, and give students that wanted to pick it up a bag to take home with instructions and curriculum and everything they needed to make things to help various people in that one kit. So that's what we're doing, and we've done different versions of it, and we've even got our newest version up on our website, which is our fall version for helping underprivileged students that are trying to do learning from home. And some of the teachers and even some of the Boys and Girls Club leaders are helping to get the supplies to the kids that we're making available to them.
How can the average person in our area help out the Giving Tree?
You can, of course, go to our website and make a donation. That's the most basic way, because everything that we're doing is going to require the supplies and the items and everything to make this work. Sponsorship of our take-home service kits is so appreciated, because each kit is generally about $30 on average. So we do need families to contribute that donation to get their kit. If we receive a grant or a sponsorship, we can then take that money and apply that to kits that we can give out to families. And that's great to see the families in the community who already have enough struggles and changes in their own family life, to be able to grab those kits, take them home, and do those with their kids. And if kids want to do something to really make sure that they're getting their service hours in and they're learning and they're taking the initiative, we have a new program of neighborhood service leaders. And we're asking students to go out to your friends, go out to your neighbors, organize some people that want to do service kits, and collect all the money for it and come to us, pick them up, deliver them. When they're done, bring them back. And we're going to give those kids a certificate and recognize them as neighborhood service leaders in their neighborhood.
That's great. That's great work that you're doing. And we hope you, like everyone else, continue to thrive even through this crisis. And is there anything else you would like to get a lot of youth groups involved, like you were saying, the Girl Scouts? How does that help you? It helps with awareness, first of all, but it would be nice to get more groups involved.
Absolutely, because the groups can be doing the projects. I mean, that's who's doing all of our work. We get all the materials together, but the groups are who color the bag and put it in the bag and write the card and tie the ribbon. The kids are doing the work. So, we have delivered over 145,000 items, wow, cards and gifts to the community, and that's all over the 5-county area. And everything's made and done by kids. So it's wonderful, and the kids are learning, and the impact is so, it's such a double bonus. The people are being helped by what's being given, but the children are learning, and that's really what we're all about. So, absolutely, the groups that want to get involved, and if any schools want to get involved, even though it's a crazy year, we have a new initiative called the Give Back Challenge, which is awesome. It's a new program that allows a school to have a pilot program and enroll 25 students. And we have some sponsorship for this, and it's a limited quantity right now of sponsorships left. But we would love to offer that to more schools. 25 students would get to work on Giving Tree projects throughout the 9 months of the school year. So that's another really great initiative.
And let people know what your website is again.
It's givingtreefamilies.org. And we have lots of great posts on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out some great photos of all the activities and the kids doing things. And Lots of great content there.
We're going to put that link right here on the bottom of our YouTube. And Bridget Leary from the Giving Tree, we thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you real soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Sure. Folks, when we come right back, we have more for you right here on Ralston Live. You can check out all our videos through Facebook. It's facebook.com/Ralston Live, oddly enough. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.